Hello and welcome to NCBA's Convention Today. I'm Kevin Oxter. All week we've been bringing you the latest industry news as well as making sure you have the most popular events marked on your calendar. Being a leader in the nation's oldest and largest cattle industry organization takes dedication, as California Cattleman Kester has proven. He has served in multiple roles, including past chairman of NCBA's policy division. He's now here to share some insight on what it's like to be a volunteer leader. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Kevin.
Your family has a strong history and heritage in the California cattle business. Tell us a little bit about your operation.
Sure. My family's been ranching in California since the 1860s. I represent the fifth generation of our family to be in the ranching business, and I'm proud to say I have a year-and-a-half-old granddaughter that represents the seventh generation. So we have a commercial cow-calf operation and run stockers and also have some wine grapes, and that's what we do out in California.
Has a strong future ahead of you, it sounds like.
I hope so.
So you've spent some time on the policy division, and I think obviously that provides some great perspective for leadership posts like the one you're in right now. Tell folks a little bit about the insight you've gained.
Sure. So coming up to the ranks on the policy side of vice chair and chairman of our policy division, it gives as a volunteer leader, insight and opportunity to work with our staff in Washington, D.C. and on Capitol Hill with elected members of Congress and agency staff members across the Washington, D.C. area. And so it helps formulate our policies and how we react to proposed regulations, and having that insight is very helpful as we progress on up the leadership.
There's a lot of important business that goes on during the week here at convention. Give folks some of the highlights.
Well, of course we have at our winter meetings here at convention, we have a lot of fun, but in addition to that, we have some very important things we accomplish on both the checkoff and the policy side with our committee meetings. A lot of interim policy gets affected, and the current policy or issues of the day, we have a chance to discuss those in committee meetings and develop policies which we can use until summer convention, where we finalize our big policy meetings there.
So as you look ahead to 2017, I'm curious, what are some of the key issues that you think you and the officer team are going to be focused on?
Well, there's a multitude of issues, policy-wise and otherwise, as this new administration is forming in Washington, D.C. right now. So obviously the market and market volatility is continuing to be an issue that we're going to focus on with a working group within NCBA. Also, we have some trade issues that we're going to be focusing on. Also, the regulatory issues and pushback. Hopefully we see some pushback on regulations with the new administration. And so we've got a multitude of things to work on, tax reform package and a host of other things. So our plate is full, and we're anxious to get busy and start tackling some of those things.
You know, I'm always amazed at how much time you and the other volunteer leaders give to this organization, and I'm just curious, why do you think it's so important to give so much time and energy and effort to serving this organization, Kevin?
It's really important for all producers to participate in any way they can, all the way from their local cattlemen's associations up through the national level, like here at NCBA. The reason I do it, as corny as it sounds, is I want to give back to the industry that's been so beneficial to my family for generations and the future generations. So I take the time, and I'm fortunate to have my family's support back at home. It enables me to do this, and I want to give back and help keep future generations of cattlemen in business.
We appreciate that attitude of service. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Kevin.